we're really proud that the Quad Cities is part of the Campaign for Grade Level Reading Network. And I knew that the Quad Cities was a special community back in 2011, 2012, when the United Way was in the lead in developing a plan to address grade level reading that focused on school readiness, school attendance, summer learning. That plan won an award, the All-America City Award, back in 2012. And it's especially rewarding to be here today in 2017 to see that that plan has been implemented. Not only implemented, but implemented well and implemented in a way that actually has produced results for low-income kids on some really important measures of whether or not they're going to be reading proficiently by the end of third grade. So it's great to hear and to see in Quad Cities that school readiness rates have improved. It's great to see that the Challenge 5 attendance initiative has taken root and begun to show real impact and show reductions in chronic absenteeism at some of the pilot schools that are doing so much great work on chronic absenteeism. And I've been particularly impressed with the work around the Youth Enrichment Initiative over the summer months here in the Quad Cities. The investments that have been made in creating high-quality summer learning opportunities for kids, kindergarten through third grade, that really focus on fun, engaging ways of reinforcing literacy instruction during the summer months. And so all of those things put together mean that the Quad Cities is certainly a pace-setter community in our network. One of those places that communities in Iowa look to as a leader, not only here in Iowa, but communities across the country really can follow the example of the Quad Cities, of a community that's brought together 7 school districts across 5 municipalities and even across state lines to be able to do this work in a very concerted and focused way over a period of time and in a way that actually produces impact. And perhaps the most encouraging thing that I've heard during my time here is that despite all of that success, nobody in Quad Cities is content to declare victory and run the flag up the pole and say we're finished with this effort. If anything, it's causing the community as a whole to say, what can we do more of? How can we do this work even better with a greater degree of impact, get to bigger outcomes at the community-wide or population level? And so as much as today has been about celebrating the success of what's happened here in the Quad Cities, it's also about really encouraging the next phase of work to begin, and that planning has already begun here, and I'm just really encouraged to continue to work and to help and be supportive in whatever ways we can so that we see even more progress over the next 4 or 5 years.